First thing is, I want to ask you one simple question. Why you even need to think about job switch? Because when I hear it from people who are like from my fathers and earlier, right? They wanted to join the job and stick for lifelong there itself. But right now, if you look at why you even need to think about job switch, can you tell me one reason? Type your reason. What is the important reason you are looking for a job switch? What is the important reason that why you are looking for job switch? Oh, salary is one. What else is other things? What are the, because when we see this problem of career growth, right? Career growth is measured in terms of many things. One of that is salary. Okay. So fine. Let me yeah, learning new things to better position, salary hikes, company going through recession. Yeah, great, great, great. So job satisfaction. Yes, I agree to all your points. Let me also add few more. Let me also add few more. First thing is career growth is very important for us. Okay. Now, when we have best career growth, you know what career growth provides us with high job satisfaction. High job satisfaction. It also provides us the recognition and respect. See, some people they says, okay, we are getting salary, everything is good, but I'm not getting the respect. That also will be one reason. See, thing is today you are getting that respect or you're not expecting that, so that's fine. So tomorrow you will feel that I was good at earlier job, but in this job I'm getting salary but not respect. So it needs multiple things. How you will measure that career growth? We'll also come to that particular topic. So high job satisfaction, recognition and respect. The best career growth also offers us more opportunities. How many of you really wanted more and more opportunities? You wanted like all the new technologies you wanted to take ownership. Okay, so you want to work on more new and like advanced technologies, new things. You want to get more and more opportunities and also new opportunities. Correct? And finally, how many of you really want financial stability? So best career growth should provide us job satisfaction, recognition and respect, more opportunities, and financial stability. Okay. Now I have a question. Now you want best career growth, right? Now, how often do you measure career growth? Now you understand career growth is important. Now is it happening or not happening? We should measure it or not. If yes, how frequently you measure career growth? Let's say yearly once, 6 months once, 2 years once, or frequently on and off. How often do we need to measure career growth? So every 3 to 5 years. Okay. So I'll give you one example. In my career, right, I started as an engineer trainee in 2006. Now, for me, job was one of the primary source of income. I don't have any other sources that time. So I focused on I need more money from this job because I had my other goal of setting up 7 companies before I become 40 years. I need money to set up my own companies. And that time I'm able to get money only through my career. So for me, career is very important. When I wanted to grow very fast in my career, see, I joined as a engineer trainee. Then I started looking at company and see, okay, so who in the company is earning more money? Okay, more money. Obviously, that comes with very high responsibilities as well. I'm okay to take responsibilities. I am interested to do it at a very high level and do it better. So I started looking at who are the people who are getting more and more money. Then, as an employee, the CEOs are getting the highest money. So I had a target in 2006 that I have to become CEO. I have to become CEO. Now, when I started, I said, okay, I have to become CEO, but let then I will do. See, I haven't the way I do it, right. I always do the research first and see what other people are trying to do. So when I started looking at all the CEOs in the automotive sector, because I am in automotive sector, so I looked in automotive sector, who all are the CEOs and how many years they took to become CEO, like how many years after that they became CEOs. I started looking at doing that all the survey. The output of the survey is like I can able to see people who are closer, at least they are closer to 30 years of experience, they become CEOs. 30 years of experience. This is in 2006. 30 years of experience to become CEOs. Then, I had my own targets because I can't wait for 30 years because I had my goal of setting up 7 companies before I become 40 years. Okay. And I joined job at age of 22. Okay. I literally have 18 years. Literally have 18 years to do it. So what I did was, first I had a goal saying, how can I become CEO in less than 20 years and use that money as I grow up in my career, set up my own companies. Okay, so today I'm 39 years old and I already have 5 companies which are completely different from what I'm like. Even still I'm a full-time CEO. Okay, and when I wanted to set up a new company, I can't have same interest, so I created companies which doesn't have a conflict of interest. Okay, so that's a different story. So here the focus is more on, I try to become CEO in less than 18 years and I have to cross almost more than 10 positions. 10 positions in 18 years. Okay, if I do every 3 to 5 years I measure my growth, is it possible for me to reach CEO in 18 years? It's not, because I have to cross 10 positions, and if I measure every 3 to 5 years, I can't do it. Okay, so what I did was I measure myself, my growth every 6 months. The thing is, after doing the appraisal, I don't want the feedback and say you would have done that, you would have done this, you would have done that, and you lost one more year. Then go to next appraisal for again discussing same progress. I don't want that to happen. So I need to take corrections. So I used to have 1:1 meetings with my supervisors almost every month or at least 2 months once. Because if I have to hit a target, I have to frequently review where am I with the target. Okay. So the more frequently you measure, the faster you grow. Okay. But measuring every 1 week or every 1 day is not good. So you need to have at least, say, minimum 1 month. Okay. Minimum 1 month should be the gap. And you can't go beyond 1 year. If you go beyond 1 year, again you will lose. Okay. So set any time between 1 month to 1 year as a frequent review of your career growth. Understood? So first thing, do you agree with that or not? Do you agree? The more frequent you do job like career growth measurement, the faster you grow. You agree or not? Great. Thanks for agreeing. Okay, so I suggest minimum 1 month to maximum 1 year. Even 1 year will be good. See, if you do in 6 months, it's better. Okay, but don't go beyond 1 year. It's not going to help you. Okay. Now, how often do you measure career growth? I'll tell you what are the things people do. Okay, they try to measure career growth when they miss the promotion. Then only they'll stop thinking, then only they start thinking about, I would have got this promotion, I would have got this one, I would have got more hike, I would have got this, I didn't get the career growth as expected. So you expected but you never measured it. You are measuring only when you miss the promotion. Or sometimes it happens like you are irritated with the job or with the manager, the way you are doing it's not happening, and the manager was not listening to you. That's the time you feel like, this really not good career growth. Correct. So that is the point they will do measure it. The other one is, which is much difficult situation, when people are not able to meet their financial requirements. The other one is when people are not able to get respect. And the last one, when we see someone younger or equal to us go to higher levels. These I call as triggers. That is the point of triggering you to measure your growth. Okay, if you start doing only during trigger based, then you can't grow fast. So all this, if you see right, it came out of an event. Okay, so these are called triggers. When you measure your career growth based on triggers, your career growth won't grow much. Okay, your career growth won't grow much. Understood? So these are the triggers. So earlier we talked about 1 month to 1 year. That is time based. That is time based. Like it every 1 month you are going to review it. Every 1 month you are going to review it. Here only when situations or issues come up, you are doing it. Okay. See, now let's say for example, you got a promotion this year. Then next year you'll say, last year only I got promotion, right? So this year it's okay. Okay. So still you're not measuring the growth because you didn't have any event. Then you saw someone who got recruited at a higher level, who is junior to you in other company. Then you feel like, no, why I'm stuck here? Because that is the event. When you see someone younger or equal to us go to higher levels. Okay. So you should measure career growth based on time based, not trigger based. Okay. Now, this is when to measure, correct? This is when to measure, time based or trigger based. We need to go for time based. Now, let's look at how to measure. When to measure is done, now how to measure is done. Now, parameters to measure is your self value. Let's say, for example, every month you're doing the same activities, every month you're doing same for 1 year. Then you will say, in 1 year I did so many things, but I'm not growing fast. What did you do? Same things you're doing every month. Your value is not increasing every month. You agree? When you're doing same things every month, the value is increasing or same? It's same. Now, for same value, why should someone should pay more money? Why should someone should pay more money? Okay? So the first parameter to measure career growth is your self-value. So every month, try to learn and see, calculate your what is my value last month and what I should do in the next month to increase my value. Because this is what I learned and implemented. That gives you faster growth. Okay. The second thing, your job title and job position. Okay, if there now positions available, they will give hikes. You are adding value, but they are not increasing your job title. That is really not good. Okay, that is really not good. So your job title and position should increase when your self value is increasing. When your self value is not increasing, obviously that won't increase. Okay, so your self value should increase and your job title and position should increase. This is how you are going to measure your career growth. Now, the third one, which is very important, which is the main thing where many people see that as the issue, salary and compensation. This is the third parameter to measure your career growth. Obviously, I understand all companies will have yearly appraisals. Some companies have at least the 6 years, 6 months once they will try to give some corrections, but very few companies do that. Many companies do yearly once appraisal. Okay, yearly once appraisal. So obviously you can't measure that salary and compensation every month because that remains same till next appraisal. But your self value should keep on increasing. Okay. Now, with respect to salary and compensation, we talk about those hikes. Then we also talk about market corrections. Okay, so when your salary is not increasing, say for example, you did great and you got 5% hike, wherein the inflation itself is 10%. That 5% is not going to help you. So you need to ask for market corrections. That is called market correction. Okay. Now the fourth one is how valuable your ideas are. How are they valuing? How is the team or manager or the company valuing your ideas and giving you opportunities to implement those? Okay, valuing your ideas and implementing those. The fifth one and the last one is the responsibilities and new projects and opportunities. What are the new responsibilities and opportunities you are getting? These are the main things for career growth. But of course, there is one more which is not related to this, but that's a industry recognition and awards. See, just by giving an award, you are getting recognition, but no, it's not adding your salary compensations. It's not giving you positions. That's again a not good company to grow. Okay, so they try to give the last one and keep you quiet. That is not good. So industry recognition and rewards, ideally, this you are good to have, but if you look at mandatory, see, if I classify these five six parameters, right, as mandatory, good to have, and wish list. Okay, now your self value, that is really mandatory. You need that. Job title and position, that is again, you see, some people it says okay, it's a good to have, but for me more is salary and compensation. That's fine. Some people have that as wish lists, sorry, good to have or mandatory. Salary and compensation, mandatory. Okay, valuing your ideas and implementing those, mandatory. Responsibilities and new projects and new opportunities, again, mandatory. Industry recognition and awards, those are like wish to have, that's like wish list. Okay, so that's good to have, but it's not that much needed. Self value, salary and compensation, valuing your ideas, responsibilities, and new opportunities, these four are very very mandatory. So 1, 3, 4, 5 are very mandatory. 2 and 6 are good to have. Okay, so agree, what are the parameters to measure career growth? Now, I want you to have an action taking item. I want each of you spend 30 seconds now and write in your notebook saying, I am, put your name, determined to have fast track career growth in my industry by providing high value results to the organization through growth mindset and continuously upgrading my skills and following a disciplined approach.